An even money choice. The field picks up speed now for tonight's 9th race. Starting the late pick 4. They're off and pacing in a good beginning in the center. Gia Surreal fires out of there. Vol's Delight will come out with her. There's Trafalgar, a speed factor relief from the inside away neatly into third. A tucked in fourth is Silent Crossing. Fifth crossed over is Da Barn Dogs Watchin'. Mystifying off the speed 6, gap of 2 to Ms. Quicksand. Seventh, Parisian Blue Chip, allowed to race back there from an 8th position. To the quarter they go. Vol's Delight could have had a 2-hole trip, and she just might want it again. She was half in, half out, continues to be there. At a quarter of 27 flat, Gia Surreal is on the front end. Here comes Da Barn Dogs Watchin', sweeping up to take the top. After being indecisive early, Vol's Delight is settled for that 3-hole ride now. Trafalgar back into 4th, 5th inside to Silent Crossing. Then it's back to Mystifying, tracked by Ms. Quicksand, and trailing is Parisian Blue Chip. So that's how they roll to the midway point. Was the king of the castle as Da Barn Dogs Watchin' takes them to the midway point in 55 and 3. Gia Surreal is second, 2 lengths to Vol's Delight, then Trafalgar. Silent Crossing looks at them in 5th, Mystifying 6th, 7th back to Ms. Quicksand, and Parisian Blue Chip trails from an 8th. Round the final turn they go. Da Barn Dogs Watchin', the favored, leads by a length and a half on Gia Surreal, trying to stay right with her. McClure pops plugs on her, 2.5 lengths back to Vol's Delight, then Trafalgar. 3/4 up in 1:22 and 3, and they smash that 3rd quarter in 27 flat. Into the stretch, Da Barn Dogs Watchin', the one to catch. Gia Surreal is back into 2nd. Vol's Delight is 3rd. Trafalgar up the inside 4th. Deep stretch. Da Barn Dogs Watchin' still on top. The lead 2 lengths. Popping out is Gia Surreal to take one last rush at her. Not nearly enough. Da Barn Dogs Watchin' was packing tonight, and she wins it by 2 lengths. Gia Surreal was second off the pocket ride. Vol's Delight 3rd. Mystifying 4th. 1:49 and 3 as Da Barn Dogs Watchin' lights it up.
Youch, 1:49 and 3 for the Barn Dogs Watchin'. This equals the life's mark for this mare. Huge effort. I mean, just gunned her up to the front, and she never stopped.
Who let the dogs out?
Who? You want me to keep going? Because I can. I don't mind.
The one to catch. Gia Surreal is back into 2nd. Vol's Delight is 3rd. Trafalgar up the inside 4th. Deep stretch. Da Barn Dogs Watchin' still on top. The lead 2 lengths. Popping out is Gia Surreal to take one last rush at her. Not nearly enough. Da Barn Dogs Watchin' was packing tonight, and she wins it by 2 lengths. Gia Surreal was second off the pocket ride. Vol's Delight 3rd. Mystifying 4th. 1